Hello everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Torah. This week I shall talk a little about Lag B Omer, which falls this Sunday. Those of you been to Miron, near Tzfat in northern Israel, on Lag B Omer, would have seen the literally tens of thousands of Jews, many of them not openly observant, celebrating Lag B Omer. What does it mean to them? And more importantly, what should it mean to us? Lag B Omer commemorates the yahrzeit of one of the greatest Talmudic sages, Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai, known as Rashbi, a sage whose name appears throughout the Talmud. Rabbi Shimon is also famously known as the author of the Zohar, the primary work of Jewish mysticism. Just before his passing on Lag B Omer, Rabbi Shimon was heard to say, "In one knot I am tied with him, I am united with him, I am aflame with him, I cleave to him." Rabbi Shimon, after a lifetime of divine service, achieved total communion with God on the day of his passing. He thus commanded his students to celebrate the day of his passing as if it were the day of a great wedding. Indeed, Lag B Omer is referred to as the great wedding of Rabbi Shimon, Hilul Rabbah the Rashbi. Rabbi Shimon was so great that his teacher Rabbi Akiva said of him, "Only I and your Creator recognize your true greatness." Rabbi Shimon was a person who studied Torah incessantly, day and night. So much so that it is said of him that his entire occupation was Torah. Torato umnato. Furthermore, Rabbi Shimon spent 12 years in the cave together with his son Rabbi Lazar, learning the very deepest secrets of the Torah. Judging by what we have said, we would be forgiven for thinking that Rabbi Shimon had little or no connection to mere mortals like me or you. This would be wrong. Hand in hand with his otherworldliness, Rabbi Shimon had a deep and abiding understanding of the ordinary Jew. Although he himself didn't cease studying Torah, he felt it was enough for a simple Jew to merely say Shema each evening and morning in order to fulfill his obligation to God. Furthermore, he committed himself to argue with God in the defense of every single Jew, to free him or her from divine punishment, no matter how guilty that person was. Some 30 years ago, I was experiencing a really great difficulty and had no idea of how to extricate myself from it. It was about Lag B Omer time, and I wrote to the Lubavitcher Rebbe for a blessing. He answered back, "The schus of the Rashbi, the merit of the Rashbi, is very great." Needless to say, the problem disappeared. So you see that the power of Rabbi Shimon continues even after his passing. It is for this reason that all Jews, no matter how religious or otherwise they may be, celebrate Lag B Omer, and the powerful lesson for us. No matter how intellectually or spiritually great a person becomes, he must always be understanding of others, protecting them, and being there for them. That is a sign of true spiritual greatness. So, I wish you best wishes for a wonderful Shabbos and a truly happy Lag B Omer. And in case any of you have any difficulties, no matter what they are, may the merit of Rabbi Shimon be at your assistance.